what point do you walk away from a female realizing it's the waste of your time?
When I don't like her.
Okay, like is that like after the sex, before the sex?
I don't know. It could be anytime. I don't
Okay.
know when I'm going to find out I don't like her. It could be on the first phone call.
Okay.
Here's the stages where I have found out that I didn't like a woman. And this is an amalgamation of all the women that I've been with. I've done a lot of online dating in the last 8 years. So the profile, I see, I covet what I see. So I see someone that I find attractive and I click on her face and I start reading her profile and I go, ugh, she's awful. Because here's the thing, and I mean this very honestly, you have all the time in the world to construct your profile. It is literally your first impression to the world. There's no pressure. You can sit and say, okay, how do I want to introduce myself to the world so that I can seem appealing and approachable? And a lot of women fail right there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start reviewing profiles as part of my chocolate chats because I think some women do such horrendous jobs at it, and I want to teach women how to, how to attract men if that's what your goal is, right? Mm-hmm. And it seems like some of them don't know what their goal is because they come on and this is what I see typically. I ain't here for games. Oh, that's a great start. You're already starting off with a negative, right? So that's one place they fail. Let's say I read their profile and I like what I see. Now I'll start writing to them. Well, now the pressure's on because now they have to start, replying to me and interacting with me in more of a real-time thing. Some of them fail right there. Just dumb as shit, don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. Hey, whatever. How about you talking full sentences? Okay. So let's say we get past that phase, and we get to a phone call. Some women lose it there. They're great at the quick blah, blah, blah during text, but now they can't string together full sentences on the phone because you got time with text. Mm-hmm. You can write something, edit it a little bit and all that stuff. And, you can shape what you say more effectively. Mm-hmm. But now you're talking in real time and you don't know how to have a conversation, because again, there's something that women are going to hate. Women don't have to be charming, especially the younger they are. Starting in their 20s, you just have to look okay. Right? You don't have to have charm. You don't have to have conversation. You just have to be physically appealing. And a lot of women never get past that stage in their life. But here's the problem, ladies. And again, I'm going to quote Patrice O'Neill. Women don't age like wine. They age like bread.
He said bread.
And men do too. Men do too. But appearance, obviously, is something that women focus on, right? Because they know that men focus on that. So what happens when your appearance starts to change? You start to get older, right? You don't look the same you did in your 20s. Because now let's fast forward to your 50s. You're probably fatter. You're probably out of shape. You probably got all sorts of stretch marks. And by the way, none of that stuff bothers me. Okay. But now it would be helpful to you if you could compensate for the change in your appearance with a fucking personality. Right? So now that sometimes
like
doesn't
they
happen.
Can go down to the 5 and dime and buy one.
Yeah, well, too bad. Yeah. So anyway, let me finish the stages. So now we're on the phone. You don't know how to have a conversation, and so you're done. Some women are really good at phone conversations, and for some reason, they're not good in face-to-face conversations. Because, you know, I like what I saw, I like what you wrote, I like what you said on the phone, now I want to meet you. And now you're all awkward because you have this phone persona that works for you, but you don't have confidence in real life because maybe you have low self-esteem and you think you're too fat or whatever. You know, there's something that makes you uncomfortable face to face as opposed to the phone. Well, you're probably gone there too. So we get past that stage, and now it's we've had however many dates. Usually it's 1, 2, whatever, 3, whatever, and now you want to have sex, and again, just like with a personality, very often women have not developed their sexual skills because they didn't have to, right? So that could be, or now we've gone beyond that. Now we're in a relationship. And now in all these phases, right? If we continue, that means I like them. I still like you, so I'm still moving on day to day, every day waking up and choosing to be with you. Right? So, and that could be weeks, months, or years. And now something changes. We've been in a relationship now, and now something changes, and I don't like you anymore. And by the way, I don't do this flippantly. I don't do this capriciously. I give women a chance. I kind of have a sort of a three strike kind of rule. Once is meaningless, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern. And once we get to the 3 times thing, that's when I start to address things and say, hey, I don't like this or whatever, and if they can't get beyond that point and I stay in that place where I'm not liking their behavior, then I bounce. And it doesn't matter to me how long I've been with them, because I deserve to like the person that I'm with. And I don't care if we're together 5, 10, 20 years. Part of what you need to do is the same thing that I need to do, which is make you like me. Okay? Because here's what I believe a relationship is. A relationship is how I feel about myself in relation to another person. So if I'm with you and I'm feeling bad about myself, I'm out. Now, that process used to take a long time when I was younger. It doesn't take a long time anymore. It's fairly instantaneous now. Mm-hmm. And that's what I mean by liking, and that's when it happens. Those are the stages where it happens. Yeah.